Hello, I'm Ilia, and today I'm going to read a little bit from this book, Kingdom of God, by Son of Lord. And why I'm going to read about this? The Kingdom of God. This book is a scientific documentary of the Kingdom of God. Look, it is a scientific documentary. In fact, the Jesus told us, the Messiah told us about Kingdom of God. It was not a spiritual or religious idea. No, it is not about Christianity. It is about me, you, all of us. Look, we have Kingdom of God. It is not over there that you have to wait. No, it is here right now. Okay? And this book, Kingdom of God, this book is a scientific documentary of the Kingdom of God, and it has 3 chapters. The subtitle of this book, Kingdom of God, subtitle is Vibrational Frequency of Energy. And it has 3 chapters: energy, frequency, and vibration. But what do we mean? Simply saying, we have found God or Lord or the Creator in science. Look, we find it in the science also. I'm going to a little read from this book. Look, the preface here we have. What is the Kingdom of God like? A great master once told us that it's like a tiny mustard seed that a man planted in a garden. It grows and becomes a tree, and the birds make nests in its branches. But what does it mean? Imagine you hold one mustard seed in your hand, and as long as it is in your hand, it won't germinate and make roots because it's not in its appropriate place to grow. But as soon as you plant it in your garden, the seed will start magnetizing small particles of energy that are in perfect harmony with the seed's pattern planted in its core. After many years, you see a beautiful mustard tree in your garden that birds of heaven are living in. But where does the whole tree come out? Was the tree inside of the seed? You think. Where was the tree? This illustrates exactly the Kingdom of God, where everything manifests based on the vibrational frequency of the pattern planted in its seed, which is perfect. And everything operates in perfect harmony in the Kingdom of God, except human beings, due to the fact that mankind has the privilege of altering his own vibrational frequency. The pattern of the mustard seed is fixed in its core, and it can't change its vibrational frequency. Therefore, it becomes a mustard tree by the fundamental law of existence, electromagnetism. The pattern of human beings is their self-image, which is personal and fixed and controls the transmitted constant vibrational frequency. Thus, everybody becomes a unique individual with different results. Indeed, it's the intention behind the creation of mankind to be free and creative and have dominion over anything. But due to the lack of knowledge, the majority of people spend their lives in poverty, misery, and disease, while they are in the Kingdom of God from the beginning. But now you have the opportunity to learn the knowledge, grasp your power, know who you are. Live in a way that you were intelligently engineered to live in the kingdom of God by your new self-image as a creator of your destiny. I just read page 2 and 3. I know you love it, you feel the energy, but here I'm going to teach here a little bit also more about this and self-image, anxiety, and prosperity. Simply saying is this. Let's say this represents our head, this is our body, and here in our brain, you know, we have billions of brain cells, and in these brain cells, we have recorded data from past. One of the key data that we hold in our brain is about ourselves. Simply saying, how do you see yourself? Or how do you feel in your life most of the time? If you feel positive, here in your brain you have a positive self-image of yourself. If you feel negative, if you are in negative vibrational frequency, you have negative self-image of yourself, okay? Here in your brain you have self-image, okay? And now, this self-image is your pattern. It is like seed, you know, the seed has its own pattern and the energy attracts to this seed based on its own pattern. And here you have also your own pattern. Your pattern is exactly your self-image. What do we mean by self-image? Simply saying, how do you see yourself? Look, the way that you see yourself, or you think that you are this type of person, okay? That is your pattern, and energy flows to you constantly. Look, energy flows to you constantly, to your brain, okay? And here, your self-image is controlling your own transmitted vibrational frequency, okay? That goes from your brain into the field. Here, your key master is your self-image, because it is like the pattern of a seed. Let me also give you the example of the seed. Look, here we said this is the seed, okay? Let's say this is the seed, and seed, we plant this seed in underground here. This seed is going to magnetize to itself particles of energy that are in perfect harmony with what? With the pattern that is planted inside of this seed. Because of that, it becomes, for example, a mustard tree. But about human beings, about you, your pattern is your self-image. The way you see yourself, the way you see yourself. This self-image in your brain, it controls the way you think and feel and act. If you are in anxiety, if you are frustrated, if you are anxious, really bro, really sister, it is just because of your own self-image. Simply saying, you have to learn about yourself to discover who you are and what you are capable of doing. If you do so, if you learn about yourself, then your current negative and weak self-image is going to be replaced by the new one. But you have to really study, you have to know what you want, what kind of person do you want to become, you have to take some actions about yourself, in your personal growth. Otherwise, this current self-image is going to keep you stuck in where you are. And it is mental prison, really, and you know that. If you want to learn more, you can ask from me directly questions under this video. I'm going to answer to you. You can order also this book if you want. It is also cheap on Amazon. Really, I love this book. It is completely scientific, and it is also high level. You cannot read this book one time and you say, I understand this. No, because there are some facts here that you have to investigate. You have to think about them. You have to learn. You need a teacher to teach you. But this book is a scientific documentary of the kingdom of God. And here we are not personally promoting Christianity or these things. It is just book. This is just book, and it is not religious book. It is completely scientific book. Let me, for example, let me read from the page 19 a little bit at the end of video. What is self-image? You see here, what is self-image? Self-image is a mental picture that controls the way a person thinks, feels, and behaves. It has been constructed by accepting both positive and negative repetitive ideas about yourself in your imagination from your environment since you were a child. Think about that. Those opinions, ideas, or concepts have developed a mental picture of the type of person you think you are today. And they control your vibrational frequency, which is the substance of formation matter. Unfortunately, because of negativity in our environment, the majority of people have developed a destructive self-image. Therefore, most of the time, they think and feel about what they don't want or lack of what they want. And it happens due to the stored data in memory, and all of this process of thinking and feeling is automatic. In other words, because of the lack of knowledge, mankind not only has suffered from being a victim in life, but also has lived like a victim. Now, your self-image has been made of ideas and opinions that some might be wrong, but you have accepted them to be true, and they are part of your vibrational frequency. Test your type of self-image by answering this question. How do you feel in life? Now, tell me, how do you feel in life? Write in the comments. It shows the type of self-image that you have. And the good news is that you have the power to change it or to better your self-image. And you know the why. Because it's your pattern. Love you all. Let me know your questions. Write your comments. Check our videos that we have on this channel. Check our books on Amazon. Check our website, sonoflord.com. You can make an account. You can contact us there also. And you can send us emails. Love you all. Watch the videos that will pop up here or here. Till the next one.